Hold on. What's going on, everybody? This is Patrick from Porter's Unboxings. As you know, today, guys, I got a special guest with me to do my Summerslam 2022 predictions. This is the first pay-per-view ever since Vince McMahon retired. So it even says right here, this will be the first WWE pay-per-view event following the retirement of WWE owner Vince McMahon, who has served as chairman and chief executive officer of the company since 1982. Wow. McMahon announced his retirement on July 22nd. Thank you for all that you do, but my God, thank you for retiring. Just a week before SummerSlam. And guys, my special guest is
Markboy 316. Here I am.
So, as I said, we're doing SummerSlam predictions, and after we do the predictions, we are going to do who's going to show up.
All right.
So, the poster is looking very cool. You have Roman in the titles and Brock Lesnar with all of the colors. That's probably my favorite poster since 2017 with the graffiti. So we're going bottom to top. Unfortunately, a match got cut. Seth Rollins versus Riddle. What are your thoughts on that?
I heard it was the storyline. It's not a real injury, and that Rollins has sent out a tweet, something. Thank you for everybody who something to that effect. I don't know what he said, but he said, "I hope you can hear me." At one point, Triple H said, "I hear you." So I don't know if it's going to be a mystery opponent for Seth. I don't know, but
maybe throwing out names. You have AJ Styles not on the card.
True.
Bray Wyatt could be returning with that scary message, but we all know who that will be for. But
I've heard Bray Wyatt as a potential opponent. I've heard his name mentioned.
Is Randy Orton still out?
Injured, as far as I know. But it would make sense for him to take his place, actually, because he's with Riddle.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to these real matches. The Mysterios versus the Judgment Day. Now, my friend Michael actually booked this match on Raw, just being himself. He didn't really know if this match was going to happen, but a no disqualification tag team match.
I think that opens the door for a lot of possibilities. I think actually, since Edge did not return on Raw like he was supposed to, they're gonna save it and make him return for this match and cost the Judgment Day the match and have the Mysterios win. So that's my pick, the Mysterios.
My pick isn't Mysterios because I have a Rey Mysterio hat on.
What?
Hello, dude. Rey Mysterio has been my favorite superstar for the past 12 years, and
I think he's 49, but he's still going strong.
Yeah. And I'm sorry if you watch. I'm sorry if you watch like a lot of wrestling over the years, but guys, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Rey Mysterio just celebrated their 20th anniversary in the WWE. How weird is that?
Yeah.
He is.
Wow.
Rey Mysterio is 47.
47? Okay. Oh, he was up there. Yeah.
And I think Dominic is 25.
Wow.
For the love of God. Speaking of the Mysterio match, I really thought on Monday they would come out with the lowrider. Because they mentioned Guerrero, and now Rhea Ripley is getting is getting intertwined with Mysterio's daughter, Aaliyah. So, what do you think?
That could be another possibility. Aaliyah might come down and cause a distraction, or like pull Rhea Ripley away from the match, and then they can get the Mysterious to get the win. Maybe, I don't know.
Do you? I know that. Let's see when SummerSlam 2005 was, because, as you know, in 2020, Seth Rollins and Dominic had that match. Great match. And then Seth Rollins had the 1997 gear that Mysterio had.
From Halloween Havoc. Yeah.
Speaking of SummerSlam 05, August 21st, 2005. Now you know it's on July 30th. Do you think Eddie Guerrero could be somehow intertwined in their entrance gear or their entrance?
Or I could see both. Yeah.
Okay. And guys, no one's picking the Judgment Day. Let's be honest. Edge was the only good thing to come out of that group.
It's not the same without Edge.
No, it's not.
No.
I really thought Finn Balor's career was gonna be like, okay, you're gonna save his career. No, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything relevant since 2016 and 2020 when they knocked his butt down to NXT.
Yeah.
Okay, so the highly participated match, Logan Paul versus The Miz. Do we care about this match at all, Mark?
No, and why is Logan Paul a face?
I don't know. But do you even want to pick this match? Because
I just think because it's Logan Paul's first one-on-one match that he's actually gonna win it. That's just
yeah. So we're gonna pick Logan Paul, and there's nothing more to say. Besides, do you think Tommaso Ciampa is gonna turn on The Miz or cost Paul the match?
I think Tommaso Ciampa is going to try to interfere, but because AJ Styles is not on the card, anyway, I think it was supposed to be Logan Paul and AJ in the tag match against Tommaso and Miz. Maybe AJ will make an appearance.
Okay. And then we have 2 women matches on this card. We have Bianca Belair. Great. I don't care for this match at all. Versus Becky Lynch again. It's just like every time Goldberg comes back, he gets a match. Remember in 2016 when Shane McMahon said on SmackDown Live, the rematch clauses are done. They're gone.
Yeah, that never stuck. Yeah.
This is 3 years later. This is about 3 or 4 years later, and we're still getting rematches, Shane. Thanks a lot. You didn't do anything with that. But Bianca Belair for the win. I don't care.
Yeah, I agree.
The singles match for the SmackDown Women's title. We finally got her shining moment. Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. I believe Liv will retain, and then Charlotte will take it off somewhere down the road.
I can see Liv winning it. I think she's gonna get a quick pin on Ronda, and then Ronda's gonna snap and turn heel. In my opinion, because I think she's a much better heel than a face. Ronda is.
Now, the next match, because why would Liv lose a month? Not even a month. She won it at Money in the Bank.
And now with Triple H in charge, and she's a beloved wrestler by the fans, I can't see her losing within a month. Like, he's gonna keep it going as long as he can.
Guys, she won it 26 days ago.
Yeah.
Why mess that reign up now?
Yeah.
And like you said, Triple H is going to run this show.
He's head of creative and head of talent relations, so he's got both jobs. So
how excited are you for this pay-per-view? Like hands down, Vince is gone, Triple H is in charge.
Like last Raw was, you could tell there was still Vince, a print on Vince there, because I think they kept basically the script the same as what he had it, but they changed it a bit. Started off with a brawl, they acknowledged the blood, they did a little bit different things. So Triple H probably did that. I think at SummerSlam here is going to change.
Okay. So we only have 4 matches left, and I believe the match of the show was going to be Seth Rollins versus Riddle.
Me too. If it would have happened, yes. That could have been a dark horse of the show. Easy.
Now this show looks like you're watching a Raw and SmackDown. Like, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, this match proves that. The Usos versus the Street Profits with Jeff Jarrett as special guest referee. Where did you pull that out of, Adam Pearce?
You could have had Riddle, which would have made sense to be a referee because he was feuding with the Bloodline. You could have had Heyman even as a ref. You could have had Randy Orton coming back off an injury. Anybody.
Here is what I think. Sami Zayn as the ref.
There you go. Because he's involved with the Bloodline. There you go.
There is no way that probably Sami Zayn could screw that up because he's the proud father of the Bloodline, a true brother of the Bloodline. Yeah, brother, you're not Samoan, brother. But yeah, you get my point.
Yeah.
Oh, I am wearing a SummerSlam T-shirt. Thank you very much. From 2015, or 2016, I'm not sure about that. But Jeff Jarrett is a odd pick.
I can't see him being a babyface ref either. I think he's more of a heel. He's a better worker as a heel. I think he's going to screw over the Profits, actually.
Now, I loved the Street Profits versus the Usos at Money in the Bank.
Great match.
Awesome that match. Was a match of the night. I mean, if you saw the card for Money in the Bank, Roman was not on it.
No.
The Usos were on it, and that was it.
Yeah.
Besides the Money in the Bank ladder matches, that match stole the show.
Yeah.
And besides Liv Morgan whooping Ronda Rousey's ass.
Yeah.
That was the match of the night. So, as you all know, I'm going with the Bloodline to retain, brother. You know what shirt I'm wearing on Saturday, don't you, guys? My friend Michael's going to be wearing a Brock Lesnar shirt. Nobody. Roman is whipping that ass. And we will get to that match, which I think, thankfully, will be the last time ever. But before we get to that, Bobby, actually, that's going to be the match after I talk about this, and then we're going to end it off with Roman versus Brock, and then who's going to return. Okay,
right.
Pat McAfee, again, getting into the ring.
Yes.
Why? But thank God, because Happy Corbin needs to leave and grow his hair damn back.
Yes.
And become the lone wolf again.
Yeah. And see, Corbin has been getting the best of McAfee in the tax and stuff, and McAfee hasn't really done anything to get back. He's only had great promos, and he said he was getting help from The Rock on his promos, and I think McAfee's going to get the win. He's a good wrestler in the ring. He actually does a good job when he wrestles.
Yeah. So Pat McAfee versus bum-ass Corbin. Dude, Pat McAfee for the win all the way.
And Corbin can take the loss, and it's not going to hurt Corbin. He can take losses, and it doesn't hurt him.
No. It won't hurt him, but it will hurt, okay, guys, I need to grow my hair back. I need to actually win a title. And Happy Corbin just needs to leave. Like
he was briefly U.S. champion back in the day. But,
yeah. So then we get Bobby Lashley, or as I like to call him, he's still trash at this time. At this time, I hate Lashley. I don't like what he's doing. Bobby Trashley, aka Bobby Lashley, versus Austin Theory for the United States title. And as you know, guys, Dolph Ziggler somehow out of thin air after his loss to Braun Breaker a couple months ago at NXT Stand and Deliver, and then he lost the title on Raw the next night. Okay, great job, Vince. But did you even see this Dolph return? Like
he's just a utility guy. They can put him anywhere in the company. They don't know where to put him, so they just put him anywhere, and he does what they say, and that's about it.
It should have been me, Theory. It should have been me.
So, and I think because Vince is not there anymore with Theory, I think Lashley's gonna win this match because Theory will be busy later in the night. I think he's gonna try and cash and not cash in.
Okay, so I pick Lashley / Trashley because I believe either two things are going to happen. Lashley is going to win clean, or Dolph is going to cost Theory, but not yet. I don't think Dolph is going to interfere in this match at all. I think the big tribal chief versus the Cowboy Lesnar over here. Last man standing. Who do you have?
I've got Roman Reigns, and I think Sid Theory is going to try to cash in, but Ziggler is actually going to come in here and cost him.
Thank you. Okay, now you know. Michael, I'm sorry. You know how I love my boy, Roman Reigns.
And the little fact that when Brock heard that Vince was gone, he said, "He's gone? Well, I'm gone." And he walked out on SmackDown, but then came back at the end of the show. So Brock's not too happy that Vince left.
I was out to dinner later that night, and I even texted you about it, like saying like Roman Reigns versus to be announced. And I'm like, finally, they get the picture. As I said to you, if this match never happened, if Brock actually left, they were never going to do this last time ever. I never thought that Undertaker and Lesnar were going to have their last match ever here. But they did. Now, do you think this will be the last time we ever see Cowboy Lesnar with Roman Reigns?
Yes, because it's Triple H and not Vince. I think this was a Vince thing because he liked Brock so much. That's why he always hit the emergency brake or hit the emergency bell if they couldn't make a new star. So, Brock's gonna come in and fight. Like, I think it was more of a Vince thing.
And guys, I also heard that if Lesnar didn't return, do you know who would have replaced him?
Goldberg.
No one wants to see that match again. People think they'd never seen that match. Dude, WrestleMania 36, we didn't get it. They still don't understand that we saw that match at Elimination Chamber 2022. Guys, get it through your skulls. We saw that match, and it was not that good.
And see, that was another Vince thing. And we'll look at Max Dupree on SmackDown. Vince didn't like LA Knight, so he said, "I don't want you to be like LA Knight. I want you to be Max Dupree." And he pulled him off and got somebody from NXT to take his place, or a girl or something. And now everybody else, the higher ups in the company, they like LA Knight better. And I think LA Knight's gonna come back as LA Knight on SmackDown because Vince is no longer there. That's what I think is gonna happen.
So we have Roman Reigns versus Lesnar. We both pick Lesnar.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Oh my lord.
No.
We both pick Roman.
Yes.
And because no one wants to see Cowboy Brock Lesnar anymore, no one wants to see Boombox Lesnar.
Do you think there's an outside chance that Theory cashes in at legit?
Legit? Like, do you think like what they're gonna pull like at WrestleMania 31? You mean?
No, do you think he cashes in that SummerSlam, like right after the match? Do you think he actually cashes in and wins the title? Could you see that happening?
I mean, I could if like they're like really if Roman or Brock are out of like gas and they can't do it. I do see that. But if like did you guys see the promo on Raw with Roman and Theory? It said
your daddy's gone.
Your daddy's not here no more anymore. You can't do anything here. And if Vince is in here, or well, he didn't say that, but if your daddy's not here, I can be your daddy. Like, what? Awesome promo, but
yeah,
that was Triple H all over that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was Triple H all over that, and that blood scene when Montez Ford got busted. Yeah, that was Triple H, folks.
Did they pull out the white gloves? Did they stop the match with the blood or no? I didn't see that part. Did it?
I didn't see that part either.
Okay.
But yeah, so if they're out of gas, or as we said before, Dolph Ziggler could do something in that, and I believe that we might be getting, if Theory doesn't cash in, like I thought with John Cena. I thought John Cena was going to be here at this pay-per-view, but he got pulled off with something.
Yeah.
But I thought that Theory would be in 3 matches. I thought the United States title, the Money in the Bank contract match, and then Cena wins his championship. And I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't mind if John Cena beat Brock or Roman. But now that Theory is like gone and like doing all this stuff with Ziggler, I really think we're getting a ladder match or a match like Jericho and Ziggler at SummerSlam 2012 for the Money in the Bank, or Cena and Ziggler at TLC 2012.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
But so let's throw the thing back in your favor. Do you see Theory cashing in?
No, because he doesn't have the Vince backing anymore, I don't think. And I don't think Triple H is that high on him. If he is, he's not going to push him that high or that hard. And I don't think he's the guy to knock off Roman Reigns or Brock.
Okay, but do you see Theory cashing in on somebody else? Not okay. Let's say in somewhere out in the universe where Roman Reigns is not the champion, like way off in the future.
Let's say Drew McIntyre beats him at Clash of the Castle or something. Let's say Drew McIntyre beats him.
Okay. Then do you see Theory cash in?
Yes, I think they would wait for somebody lesser than Brock or Roman to cash in on.
Yeah.
Just not to make him look stupid. Like,
I mean, like right after Theory's match, the Usos kicked him in the face, and then Roman hands him the briefcase and says, "Hey, if you want to cash in, you have to have the briefcase, fool."
Yeah.
Like Theory back at WrestleMania 38 had it, just had it. But now, like, why even put Theory in the match at Money in the Bank? You know who our picks were. Yeah. We didn't do a video together for these predictions for Money in the Bank, but you knew who our picks were: Seth Rollins and Riddle.
However, you know who was still in charge at the time of Theory being put in Money in the Bank?
Vince.
Yes.
Now we love what you do. We love what you do, Vince. But thank you for like the 30 years or 50 years that you've done this.
I never thought in my lifetime that I would ever see Vince retire, or I thought I would see him pass away on the job. I never thought I'd see him actually retire. That shocked the hell out of me. Never thought I'd see that.
I thought I would be like, okay, so he was like, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's say 80.
Yeah.
But he's not 80 because I can't say what he is. But I thought I would be like I thought I would be in my 30s or 40s when he like died.
Yeah.
Which I probably will be, but I thought here's what we said. Here's what everyone said, probably in your video, Mark.
Well.
He is going to die writing Raw, SmackDown, and a pay-per-view and NXT.
He must have been feeling the heat from the investigation for him to retire out of the blue like that. He must have.
So he is what?
He's still 76, but he said he was approaching 77. So.
Like, why would you put that in your tweet? Okay, I'm 77. Oh, but I'm still 76. Like
he's not all there.
he has Alzheimer's, folks. He doesn't know what he doesn't know his brain. He doesn't know what his age is.
Yes, Vince, you were good back in the day. Now it's time to move on and step down, which you did. Thank you.
Which, did you hear what CM Punk said?
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, do you see Sasha Banks and Naomi returning? No.
There is a possibility of that happening just because their problem was with Vince and Laurinaitis, and they're both gone. If Triple H couldn't say the right thing.
Also, John Laurinaitis is gone as well?
Well, yeah, he was the head of talent relations, and now it's Triple H.
Okay.
So he's gone too. They had suspended him too, right off the bat.
I thought that was Bruce Pritchard. But I guess
Pritchard is still helping out, second in command to Triple H, but he's not in charge of talent relations or creative.
So let's go over our picks. Roman Reigns, Pat McAfee. So we both have Lashley, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then we have the Usos.
Yeah.
Whoever thought that we would pick the Usos? Everybody, since we both love the Usos so much. Okay. First of all, do you see Montez Ford turning on Dawkins?
I've heard that. I think it's probably time because I think they've done everything they possibly could in the tag division. I think they probably are going to turn on each other.
Okay. Besides Edge, possibly Bray Wyatt, do you see anybody returning at this pay-per-view?
Because it's one of the big four, Bayley.
Oh, okay.
Because she might come down either in the Becky and Bianca match or in the Liv Morgan and Ronda match to set up the next title feud for Bayley because she's been out for so long.
Because she was on SmackDown when she got hurt. Yeah. So I'm thinking she attacks the champion. She holds up the belt. Hello, I'm back. Did anyone forget about me? Because
she may attack Ronda and cause the DQ and still Liv keeps the belt. And there is your next title program.
Yeah, I can see that. So we have Liv Morgan to retain and Bayley to return. Do you see do you see in WWE, this is a long shot, but do you see Logan Paul and his brother teaming up?
If they do it, it would have to be they would have to be heels. I can't see him doing that babyface.
Because as Logan Paul said, I can't believe I just said about Logan Paul, but Logan Paul said on Raw that his brother Jake is performing next week in the same arena as in Madison Square Garden. So maybe Jake helps get. I don't know. I can't believe I'm saying all this.
But could the Miz hire Jake Paul and attack Logan Paul?
I mean they did it with the Bella Twins.
But there you go.
So then we have the Mysterios winning, of course. I mean,
the only way I've heard people say the Judgment Day need a win because under Finn Balor they really haven't won anything with Balor as the leader. So maybe they could win. That could be the only one that I'm on the fence with, but I still pick the Mysterios. But I can see Judgment Day pulling out the win.
And speaking of this, as we're talking about attacks, do you see Dominic finally turning on Ray?
I actually think it's going to be the other way around. Because I think Ray's going to turn on Dominic because I think he's going to be so frustrated that Dominic hasn't learned anything from his father and hasn't really done much or hasn't listened to his father too much, and he's going to end up attacking Dominic.
Okay, so when do you see that? Okay, so let's say that does happen. Rey Mysterio turns on Dom. When do you think we're finally going to get the father versus son match?
I would save that for a big WrestleMania moment. My WrestleMania match.
Because Survivor Series has been getting not good. Survivor Series has gone down since 2018.
Unless they do Ray versus Dominic and on opposite teams. I don't know.
Okay, we could get that, like Rey Mysterio's team versus Dominic's team.
Yeah.
So, like they did Team Alberto Del Rio versus Team Rey Mysterio.
Or the Mysterios together on the same team against the Judgment Day, and if the Mysterios lose, they have to join the Judgment Day They have to join Judgment Day under their own power.
That's a good idea. Thank God I do videos with you and Greg, and you put ideas in my head, man.
At least it would be something on the line at a Survivor Series, for God's sakes. There's never anything on the line in those 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 matches. Like,
no, there's not. Okay, so let's say that does happen. At Survivor Series, we get the Mysterios and 2 other members because it's a 5-on-5 match. So let's do Mysterios and 2 other members. You pick the 2 other members because I can't think of anything.
Well, obviously, it would be probably AJ and Edge because they've had the most interaction with Judgment Day, teaming with the Mysterios.
I heard Edge might come back as stay as a heel.
Ooh. Then he may still join Judgment Day. Okay, that would be interesting too. Ooh. See, I don't know how Triple H is going to start running things. That's what's making this interesting. So I don't know how he's going to do it or what he's going to do.
Yeah. As I said to my other friend, Wrestling Media, I will be doing a Q&A on Friday and putting it out on Sunday. So maybe the Q&A will be on how Triple H might run things, and so I'll probably ask you for questions, probably, but that's
for their go back to TV 14. I know chair shots to the head will not happen because of CTE and brain damage, but at least start doing something. A little bit more swearing, a little bit more vicious in the matches. Do something, dear God.
Okay, this is a long shot, and I might get heat for it. But do you think WWE might turn into AEW? I think not.
No.
No.
They will do their own thing in a way and try to compete with AEW, but I don't see them doing exactly the same as AEW.
Because AEW just did a barbed wire thing. I don't believe barbed wire will ever come back.
Well, like I said, you're not going to see chair shots to the head. You might see a little bit more language. I think a little bit more brutal stuff. Like in the Last Man Standing, they can push the envelope a little bit more. Actually, it might be actually half decent under TV 14 if it is for SummerSlam. And other than that, you're not going to see much more. Brian Penny matches are not going to come back. Nobody bank on that. So yeah.
I mean, we saw like blood on Raw, but this is the first ever. Not the first ever, but like the first pay-per-view since the PG era has ended. At SummerSlam, I think it's TV 14.
Oh, well, that's good. Nice.
I will actually check it because I'm going on Peacock now. But like as you said, like okay, the Mysterios versus the Judgment Day. The Mysterios out for the win, of course. But do you see anybody breaking up the Judgment Day, or do you think Finn Balor will still be the leader?
Now, see, I don't know if Vince just put him in there to say, okay, we want a place for Balor to be, and just put him in there for the hell of it, because I don't think Vince ever saw anything in Balor. So Triple H might like Finn Balor. I don't know. He's one of the NXT guys. Triple H always liked him, so I don't know what's going to happen there. I could see Finn Balor staying the leader.
And because he was the longest reigning NXT champion back in the day.
Yeah.
Before Adam Cole came a part of that. But okay, so let's see. WWE on Peacock is, let's see. Let me do this. Oh, come on. It says it's PG. It's PG.
It might change after SummerSlam. I think the ratings coming soon. That it's going to change to TV 14 at some point.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, as we said, we were going to be talking about who would return at this pay-per-view. Since we already went through our picks, let's go through who is going to return at this pay-per-view besides Edge.
Yeah.
Do you see maybe Cody Rhodes? Because he said like 9 months, but John Cena, Randy Orton comes back around probably 6.
I could see actually Orton coming back, challenging Seth for a match because Riddle can't in storyline terms, and maybe Riddle comes out after and gets RKO'd by Randy Orton. And that's when the breakup happens.
Okay, that's good because I was thinking of this. Now, I'm not trying to act stupid here, but RK Bro is still a thing somehow.
Yes.
Somehow after 2 years. He goes by a new name on here, but the Wrestling King, you got me into this tag team, which is an awesome tag team, but they need to go.
Yes.
It's been like 3 months since Randy Orton has got attacked.
Yeah, probably around there. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's still like saying, "Hey, Randy," like you got victimized by. Yes, I know I'm using a Lesnar term, but you got victimized out of the water by Roman Reigns about a month ago. Yeah. Stop talking about Randy and actually fight. Actually do something with your career that's better than speaking about Randy Orton.
Like, yes, he's capable of having good matches. Him and Rollins would have been awesome.
Exactly.
Huh?
As we said, that would have blew the roof off the place. But then we get okay. Now that Riddle and Seth are gone or off the card, what match do you think is going to blow the roof off this place?
I'm still gonna go with the Profits and Usos. I think they're still gonna have a banger, even with Jarrett as the ref. I still say they're gonna have a banger.
Okay. So now let's go back to Riddle and Orton. I thought they would break up this year, but in January. But I think they're gearing up for the big return of Orton in the Royal Rumble next year.
And then toss Riddle over, or Riddle tosses him over, or something like that.
And then we get Riddle versus Orton 1-on-1
Mania.
Because what do you like better, Randy Orton as a face or a heel?
Well, Orton's always done the heel better than a face.
So you like him as a heel then?
Yeah. I never thought he clicked much as a babyface. I always thought him as a heel.
Okay, so let's book it. WrestleMania 39. I would have said Vince, you book it, but now Triple H, you book it. Riddle versus Orton, probably at WrestleMania 39. Go Hollywood, because they're in Hollywood this year, right?
Yeah.
And then next year they're in Philadelphia, I believe.
Oh, nice, Philly. That's gonna be good.
I'm not sure about that, but they just announced it about 3 days ago. But yeah. So again, so you're seeing Orton return. Do you see anybody else before we?
Just probably Orton or Bayley, because she's been gone for so long that they would wait for a big 4 pay-per-view to make Bayley come back, not just a random episode of SmackDown or something. Here in SummerSlam.
Yeah, because Survivor Series has been going down, as we said, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there hasn't been a good Survivor Series has been doing so badly. I did a Undertaker rant the night after he retired. That is how bad that ceremony was. I'm sorry if you liked it. I did not. That was not a ceremony.
No.
The WrestleMania 38 Hall of Fame was the perfect set-off.
Yeah. And a few years ago, Vince wanted to scrap Survivor Series. He didn't think the pay-per-view was good. He wanted to scrap it at one point.
I mean, guys, I'm about to watch Survivor Series 2015. You have on this card, you have Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens in this is the semifinals matches for the world title after Seth screwed it up and got injured.
Yeah.
And then you have Alberto Del Rio, Jailbird as I like to call him, versus Jon Moxley, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose. You have The Undertaker and Kane versus the Wyatt family. How screwed up, Vince, were you to have don't get me wrong. I love The Undertaker, but you had to feed him again. You had to feed Bray Wyatt to him again after he defeated him at WrestleMania 31. Like, come on. And then this pay-per-view is so bad. You have Roman on the card and on the back, but you have a spoiler right here, folks. Triple H's poster boy after Seth Rollins failed it. You have a spoiler right here.
Sheamus cashing in, yeah.
You couldn't have had this on the back. Like, you have Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and Alberto Del Jailbirdo. And
I never saw anything in Del Rio. I don't think he was that great. I never saw anything great in Del Rio.
No. And like, I know we're talking about 2015 here, but he came back at Hell in a Cell with Zeb Coulter of all people,
and beat Cena,
and defeated Cena clean.
Yeah.
And guys, you know what rant I'm doing. You know what rant I'm doing. I talked about it last week. This is coming, folks. This is coming. You're talking about the I can't say crap.
The Saudi show.
Yeah, the Saudi show.
Right.
Goldberg versus The Fiend. You talk about The Fiend getting buried by Rollins at Hell in a Cell 2019. No, bro, this is where it happened.
And they wonder why Bray Wyatt had creative differences with Vince McMahon. Yes. Yes.
I guess Mr. Rogers didn't like him going over his gimmick. Yes, guys, this is coming soon. So, guys, that has been our SummerSlam predictions for 2022 coming on Saturday via Peacock. And
Via the network here.
And the main event, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, is going to be the last time ever. I don't believe it. Do you believe it, Mark?
No, I don't believe. I don't. I think in some way, some shape or form. I hope to God it doesn't happen, but I hope they don't fight. No, please. No.
And then Roman's big thing is going to be no one is next. No one can defeat me. And then here comes John Cena again, or Goldberg. I hope it's not Goldberg. Or
what about The Rock? What about The Rock? Come on.
Okay. That match I will be excited for. The Rock can defeat Roman Reigns all he wants. I wouldn't care. It just can't be theory.
I didn't like the fact he ended Punk's reign. I didn't like the fact The Rock had to beat Punk for that. Wasn't a big fan of that one. I just wish Rock would have stayed away at that one. I wanted Punk to continue being champion.
So how long do you think, if The Rock didn't beat him, how long do you think he would have held the belt? Punk, I'm talking about.
2013. I think he would have held it until at least WrestleMania and actually had that main event match with Bryan at one point.
Okay, so you're thinking so he won the belt in 2011. He got creamed by The Rock in 2013. Yes, guys, if you didn't know, CM Punk was supposed to fight Bryan and then Triple H had to. So the Yes movement would have never happened if Punk stayed.
True. That is true. Never thought about that. Right.
And wrestling has changed, my friend.
Yes.
Oh, I would have never thought. I mean, you had the Nexus, the big up and coming, and then Cena doing that stupid storyline. You have Punk, the summer of Punk.
Punk, yeah.
Great stuff.
And ended by Del Rio cash-in. Ooh.
Okay. There is only one match I enjoy of Alberto Del Rio's career. And that is Vengeance 2011. The last man standing match against Cena.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Del Rio's career folded. Guys, it drowned.
They needed another Mexican star, but that wasn't it.
Just keep Rey Mysterio at the top of your list, folks.
Yeah.
Alberto Del Rio is -0. He's not even on the list.
Just go check out the League of Nations. How well did that do? Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is gone on long enough.
Yes.
Okay, so this has been our SummerSlam 2022 predictions and a little, kind of a rant, right, about the company after Vince, with Vince's career, I guess this is called.
Yeah.
So this has been Patrick Reports Unboxing. It has been Markboy 316, and we are officially on the road to SummerSlam this Saturday on the WWE Network and Peacock.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see you there in the comments.
There we go.
This has been Patrick Reports Unboxings, and I'm out. Peace.
Nice.